Golden Valley police warned seniors to watch out for an old but yet still apparently effective phone scam. Police Chief Virgil Green says scammers have been targeting seniors using the so-called family member in jail scheme. It's when a caller poses as a police officer or jail worker and say that a relative has been in jail and needs a large sum of money for bail. At least 5 people in Golden Valley have fallen for the scam lately. Chief Green says victims have lost between $8,000 and $20,000.
We just encourage people, hey, hang up the phone and call Golden Valley or any other police department and say, hey, I just got a phone call from this person asking for money, because we're not going to call and ask for money.
Chief Green said scammers are targeting landlines that don't mark the calls as spam. Well, many of you will be grilling out this 4th of July, and now a new addition to the Robbinsdale business scene is banking on the idea that Minnesotans will continue to embrace the love of the backyard barbecue. Delane Cleveland has the story.
I think the appeal of grilling is sort of primal.
Few things are as synonymous with Minnesota summers than grilling in your backyard.
This is NASA-inspired ceramic.
Just ask Brian Dawson.
We've cooked over fire for generations, centuries, and I think the taste is, you just can't get anywhere else. 14 spice, local.
Dawson happens to be an expert on this subject, and he's got a whole store now to prove it.
We really wanted to be a destination for grilling.
The business, formerly known as Robbinsdale Marine, was bought by the owners of the nearby Ace Hardware and transformed into the Birdtown backyard.
When the squirrels jump up on here, it slams the door shut.
The space contains a section for bird enthusiasts.
There's all sorts of options to choose from.
Or anyone looking to upgrade their outdoor patio.
We're just taking it to the next evolution.
But make no mistake.
So we're really proud of all the sauces and rubs that we've been able to curate and acquire.
Grilling is the focal point of this building.
Minnesota doesn't have a great intrinsic barbecue scene, much like Kansas City or Memphis or Texas. Our barbecue scene really happens in the backyard, and so it makes sense to try to do something like this now when people are spending more time in their backyard.
Industry experts say that the pandemic pushed grill sales and usage to record highs, with 70% of all U.S. households owning a grill or smoker. Dawson believes the desire to grill is here to stay.
I think people are working at home more. They want their backyard to feel like an extension of their home. And the grill often becomes a centerpiece of that experience.
In Robbinsdale, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
So what's the biggest grilling mistake? Experts say grilling isn't just for burgers and hot dogs. You can use your grill to cook almost anything: vegetables, fruits, desserts, even bread. In Maple Grove, another option for pickleball players is getting closer to reality. Pints and Paddle is constructing a 33,000 square foot facility off Highway 610 and Maple Grove Parkway. It will include 10 indoor pickleball courts, a self-serve beer hall, and a restaurant. The owners expect to start hiring staff members after the 4th of July holiday. An event this coming weekend will allow you to view some of Hennepin County's finest home gardens. I got a look at one with a master gardener at his home in New Hope. When Alan Sommerfeld and his husband bought their home in New Hope a few years ago, the backyard was nothing special.
You know, I looked at it as kind of a blank slate. We took out those shrubs. That was one of the first things we did, and that ash tree, and then really started thinking about what we wanted the space to be like and what we wanted it to do for us, and then came up with this plan.
It's a plan on full display with as many shades of green as you could imagine.
It is the creativity of, planning out a garden, make sure that something's blooming throughout the season, and it's just spending time in nature. It's just, for me, it's very calming. I really enjoy being outside and in the garden.
Alan is a Hennepin County Master Gardener. The program, a part of the extension program at the U, requires participants to do a certain number of hours of service and education every year.
Everybody is very encouraging, and it's about getting ideas, about sharing information, and just about having a good time, because we all love to garden.
And they love to show off those gardens. Alan's home is one stop out of 9 on the Learning Tour coming up on July 8th.
We as Master Gardeners take our research-based information that we have and really try to educate the public about horticulture, and we want to make our communities better because of that.
He will explain to the hundreds of participants how his garden flourishes in the shade of the giant maple tree.
I don't get a lot of the showy, flowery plants that you would if you had a lot of sun in your yard. So when I was planning this out, it was about, heights and leaf size, leaf texture, leaf colors, and really playing off that to try to make this space unique and to have different interests around the garden.
None of it work, all of it passion.
This year was a rough winter, it just seemed so long. And as a gardener, I wanted to get out there. I want to be digging in the dirt. I wanted to be planting stuff. So I'm glad that summer's here and that we have this opportunity to show off the garden.
There are still tickets available for the Learning Tour, and we put a link at ccxmedia.org so you can find out more. The Plymouth Farmers Market is back for the season and offers several new items in addition to plenty of produce.
We have some dog treats now. We have mini donuts, we have panini food truck, we have empanadas, we have candles, we have hot sauce. We kind of got a little bit of everything.
Little bit of everything indeed. The Plymouth Farmers Market is every Wednesday, 2:30 to 6:30, and it runs until October 4th. Well, the 4th of July delivers grilling, parades, and of course, fireworks. On this Independence Day, we leave you with fireworks as seen in Robbinsdale.